I do want to talk about the fight because both of you guys, obviously, Matthew, you got in the first fight of the first game with Canada. Brady, you're next. And then Miller got in the third fight, right?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. Did you guys know right from the moment of the anthem that was going to happen? Like, what led up to that right off the first face-off fight happening, Matthew?
I think that, USA, that team is such a proud group of Americans and wanted to show how united we were and how proud we were to be Americans. I mean, let's face it, like, in last bunch of years, you really haven't seen that from Americans in general, like to show off how proud they are to be a part of the United States. And I think that, our team did a great job of making a big impact on people from the whole tournament, but especially that game against Canada, going into a hostile environment and wanting to set the tone in a very tough place to play against, a very great team. And so I think that, we knew it was going to be an intense game, and me, Brady, and Millsy were talking before about potentially, if there were going to be just some scraps, doing it right away.
Maybe,
yeah.
If the feeling's right,
But,
if they set the lights that are right, if the mood's right, we'll see what happens.
But to be honest with you, it was all joking around until like right before we went out for the anthem. And then, we were the road team. We sent in our lineup first, then they sent in theirs. And, I was just like, Brady, I'm going to ask whoever's lined up on their left side to fight at first. And then the guy I asked fought me. And then Brady, I guess, went right over to the bench.
Calling for it mid-fight.
Yeah, calling for it mid-fight. And then Millsy went right after. I just think it was, it made me very proud to be playing for that team during that moment. To see how united we were in like I said, a hostile environment. At the end of the day, it's, a fight's a fight. You're going there to beat the other guy up. But I think it was more than that. It was more to show your teammates, we got this. We're together in this. We all come from different parts of the country, different backgrounds, different teams. And, we're in this and we're going to fight together. So
that's fucking badass.
That made me really, really proud, to be honest with you. And even people, since the tournament, that's all they're talking about, how proud they were of our team and how united we were and how we were, an inspiration to them. And I think that's come from the whole tournament, but that's what makes me most proud, I think.
Heck yeah.
I gotta say, I was way more nervous for Matthew fighting. When I saw him start to throw, I was like, "Oh, here we go!" Like,
Let's go, boys!
I was listening to the crowd too. Every time he was throwing, I was like, "Okay, I don't even know if I can wait till the next whistle." Like here, I gotta go. Like I gotta grab somebody now. I can't wait. I can't wait any longer.
How so clean was our dab up too, Brady?
I'll remember that forever.
That's the biggest dab up of all time.
Just me sending that GIF every single day.
Dude, so how the build up and everything and how it snowballed and all that from the first game is so awesome. But there had to be a little bit of you. You said you were joking around where it was like you knew your dad did something very similar to this in 1996. Within like the first 20 seconds of the game, I believe that was that's how it went down with him as well, right?
Claude Lemieux.
Yeah, they actually were telling the story because the guy who fought Bill Guerin was our general manager for that tournament, and they were both laughing about like before. It's like, right, who's taking the big guy? And like Billy G's like, I got the big guy. And they were joking. I was like, Big Walt, why didn't you grab the big guy? Like, you're bigger than me. And they're like, just to hear about us like leading into the tournament, about joking around, like, all right, if this is going to happen, who's got who and stuff like that. So it was funny how it kind of came
30 years later. It's like the exact same story. So funny. So funny.
I do think fighting is such a big part of hockey's culture, at least in the United States and in the NHL. And it feels like it's misunderstood a lot of the times. I love the way you, Matthew, just described it. Like it's almost about galvanizing everybody in like, hey, we're not going to take shit from anybody. We're standing up for ourselves and we're going to battle. And I think that they had the same response on their end. And that's what made it so electric. Like there was two countries in particular in Canada and the US that were so proudly like fighting for each other. And it was just awesome to witness. One of the things that Travis and I never got to do, unfortunately, with football is we never got to represent our country. So it's just so awesome to be able to see you guys do that in a wonderful.
We're living through our NHL brothers, man.
Well,
so we appreciate you guys.
I got to go to the Olympics for the first time this year, which was awesome. You get to see a bunch of people compete for the United States there. But yeah, watching this was incredible.